I think I'm coming through live. I've pressed the OBS button, so hopefully I'm going live. I haven't been online because something's happened to my computer. I don't know whether I've done it or something's happened. I've been signed out of every single account. And I can't even get onto my BitChute at the moment. It's driving me bananas. Hello, Ron. It's driving me driving me bananas. So I can't even see any comments because it's got something over the comment thing. But I hope I'm coming out live. I just thought I'd just do this little live just to let everyone know I'm okay. I haven't disappeared or anything like that. It's just that at the moment I'm going to go down to Brian's soon because I've got to get this computer sorted. It's driving me mad. I'm locked out of my Facebook, both accounts. I'm locked out of my BitChute. My YouTube, I managed to re-sign back in yesterday. But that's only on the one where I've got 43 subscribers, which I'm going out live to. Which really I should be going out live to my other one, but hey ho. But this is all I've got for now. So hang on, I'm just looking for my lighter. Oh, for God's sake. Where's my lighter gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Just basically to catch up on things and what's been happening. Brian's back, as most of you obviously realise, and it's great to have him back. And he's come with some banging information. The one that really got me was Princess Eugenie's husband admitting that they had a booze tunnel from Buckingham Palace to a cocktail bar. I think it was Covent Garden. I'm not too sure, but what's the chance? What are the fucking chances of that? And I believe that we are getting near to something because, like I said, there was something about Camden. I knew there was something about Camden. There was too many nonces in and around Camden. And I mean, like, I'm not talking about your average nonce. I'm talking about, like, the porter, 35 years, in Great Ormond Street Hospital, lived in Camden. Oh, what's the chance of that? Wilfred Wong lived in Camden. Oh, well, what are the chances of that? And there's a few other things that have gone on around Camden. And I've just thought it was because it was Riverboat Central, but no. There's a whole underground network under Camden. I can't remember. It was Brian who sent it to me, actually, and I was watching it and I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, I was watching the guy go through. Now, he's not looking at it from our point of view, like trafficking and whatever. He was just looking at it like, my God, look at all this underground. I was seeing breeze blocks, yeah, which means they've tried, or they are. I think the guy caught them before they'd actually managed to fill in everything. No, don't start, Ronnie. Before they'd managed to fill anything in, because they had quite unlimited access, and I don't know if any of you saw it. I did put it up on Facebook, but it had devil pictures on the walls and shit like that, and I'm just like, whoa. And now Princess Eugenie's husband, you know, like not a thing, like admitting that there's a booze tunnel from Buckingham Palace. Now, I'm not going to lie, I always thought, I always knew that there was tunnels that, like, the Buckingham Palace would have an escape route. Like, every single royal palace that was built has escape routes. Even Eltham Palace, which is just up the road from me, they have escape tunnels that go right the way out to Oxley's Woods. And those woods are not nice. They're known for dark witchcraft shit. And there was a article I put up last year that they found the site of well, ritual. I don't know if ritual abuse had gone on there, but it was a ritualistic site, so I imagine so. And it was in Oxley's Woods, and you just think to yourself, like, shit, like, what the hell is going on underneath our feet? You know, I think they've got a whole thing going on underground. It's just really bad. Oh, and I just when I was looking for something to watch on Netflix, I come across this thing. It's called Flesh and Bone, and I thought, oh, let me have a look at that. And it was really, really, really weird, but it was about ballet dancers, and I've just come to the conclusion that ballet dancers, they double up as prostitutes. They double up as escorts because and it's about these. It's about 8 parts, I think. And I sat there and I sat there, watched it back to back because I was, when you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck is this? Yeah. And when I say it's about this girl, she was having an affair with her brother, who just come out of the army. So you do the maths there. But she was a brilliant ballet dancer, and it was just really, really odd. But her brother got killed in the end. Miss, stop it. Oh, my baby. Come here. Come on, miss. She can't even jump up on the settee now. Come on, girl. Come on. No, she's not coming. She's a stubborn old cow, my Missy Moo. But she's not too good. She's getting fatter and fatter. Like this Pet Persidone, what she's on, I think it's Persidone or something like that. It just turned her into a fucking eating machine. It's just a joke. It's like fucking. She's so fat. She waddles now. And you get away. But my Ronnie. Hello, Ron. He's not starting today. Normally he starts as soon as I start talking on the computer. He starts barking. But I've just given him loads of Kentucky. So we had Kentucky earlier on, and we always get too much, and they've just filled up on chicken. So he's quite happy at the moment. But anyway, I was just basically doing this live to just catch people up on everything. I don't know. I think you must know. Like Brian got a no further action with Andrew Goyne, which was no surprise to me. I knew he was going to get a no further action because it wasn't even a fucking proper arrest. I don't think so anyway. But yeah, he's actually got his letter now. Which basically means that gloves are off again now. Yeah, and it's just a joke. It's just a joke. And do you know what? I just hope to God if we achieve anything, if I achieve anything, it's like it's not going to happen to him again. I don't think it can happen to him again. He's much too clued up now. And that Sweeting guy, that Sweeting, the guy who done the main arrest, not gonna lie, when your sister works for the National Crime Agency, when she heads up the National Crime Agency, or if it's not his sister, it's they're from the same family without a shadow of a doubt. Mr. Sweeting, you can get away with anything when your sister or whatever family member, because it was a Sweeting. So whether she's his sister-in-law or whether she's his sister, she's one of them things. And when your sister's head of the National Crime Agency, you can do whatever you fucking want to do. So that's what I think went on there, in my humble opinion, as I say. But he got a no further action. And me, it's crazy if he doesn't do something about it. And he knows how I feel. Like these police, they need to be held accountable, mate, because it's just like I think from when they put Brian in prison for a fake charge that he got a not guilty for in the end. I think they just thought it was open season, mate. They can do whatever they want, and that's why when he got arrested in 2018, that's why they come with the fucking armed police, which, to be honest with you, that is just to believe that armed police, tactical firearms unit, would turn up at his door Now, he don't know no different, obviously. It ain't his fucking fault. Tactical firearms unit, do not attend any, like, unless there's danger of firearms being in the property that they're going to. Well, that was never going to be the case. Brian's never been arrested for anything like that. Or if they feel that there's somebody in the house who's got violence towards police, which Brian had none of that. And then, so I believe that they fake raided him then. I don't know if any of the police interactions that he's had have been proper, because for me it just doesn't add up. Not saying that I'm an expert on criminal, but when it comes to tactical firearms unit and things like that, I've had interaction with them, not not in the best way either. But they come years and years ago. They come through my door. They was looking for my friend. They found him here. But when they come through, they have to identify themselves. There's no two ways about it. Like, the first thing they say is, "I'm police, don't move. And you're like, I ain't moving. And they have to identify themselves clearly. And once the scene's been secured, yeah, they leave. And the person who's left in charge of the inquiry won't have firearms. Like, they'll then question. They'll then question whoever, and they don't walk around with a gun in their holster, which is what I was seeing that guy from 2000. Oi, stop it! Oh God, they're starting. Do you know what? Ronnie! Stop! Leave your mum alone. She's a lot older than you. Oh, here we go. Right, before he starts barking, I'm going to let him out the back quickly. 1 sec. You go, Garden. Nope, they don't want to go garden. They'd rather sit in here and fucking annoy me. Go away! Thinking I've got chicken hanging out or something. I've got chicken hanging out in pockets or something. It's all gone. It's all finished. But yeah, where was I? I was saying about that the arrests that have been made on Brian over the years. But one thing they've all got in common: they never reach court. Yeah, they never reach court. So and for me, that's just that. Yeah, it's for me. I still think it's unbelievable that they can do this. But obviously, Brian ain't got no, like, he doesn't live the criminal lifestyle. He never has. And I'll tell you what, the only thing Brian is people could say, okay, he's guilty of, is he's got a big mouth. But what? It ain't like he ain't fucking been right. I'm not gonna lie, even on things that I think, nah. And now, like the Virginia Giuffre thing, he said to me for a long time, I don't believe her. And me, I'm saying to him, like, Brian, not everybody can be, there has to come a time when there's enough. But seeing how things are going now, and seeing that the police were saying that they're not going to they're not going to prosecute or even question him. Now, bearing in mind that 17 is over the age of consent in this country, yeah. But if someone's been a sex slave, there has to be some sort of some sort of thing. And I've been giving it a thought lately, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, all these things, I was watching the R. Kelly thing again yesterday, which but I mean, do people actually believe that these paedophiles don't know each other. Yeah. What's that, like Weinstein? You've never heard his name really linked with it in the I'm talking about mass media. They'd have you believe that Weinstein was a predator in his own right. They make you believe that Epstein was a lone. It just boils down to him and Ghislaine, and she's going to get out, of course. There's no two ways about that. She's going to get out. But do people actually believe that these people don't know each other? Because R. Kelly was definitely running an MK Ultra. There's no two ways about that. You know, a harem of sex slaves. What, because he's black, he ain't going to know Epstein? Come on, man. And when they say that Epstein come from nowhere, that is bullshit. His family, the Epsteins, they're closely... Look at me, I know this because of Amy What the Fuck. They are closely linked with the Rodhams. And Hillary Rodham Clinton. And the Epsteins are linked in with the Rodhams. Yeah, so he weren't a nobody who come from nowhere. He was a somebody that come from somewhere. It wasn't just, and he was on the Trilateral Commission. And Peter Nygard, I noticed, well, Brian said it to me the other day. I haven't really been keeping up with the news. I can't bother with it. It just pisses me the fuck off. But Peter Nygard, I put up a documentary of his, probably, I think it was about 7-8 months ago. Memory Hole done a documentary on him, and he was into stem cell research, if I remember rightly. And his island was what was it called? Fuck, I can't remember the name of his island. But it was bigger than Epstein's. And it was enough, the same said things, sex slaves, like, do people actually really believe that these people were acting alone? That's what I don't get. They think that these people act alone, and it's just beyond ridiculous. Yeah, I haven't finished the R. Kelly thing. I'm still not too sure what happened to him, actually. I ain't got a clue. But, yeah, he was working alone. And don't wash with me. No, they're not working alone. There's no fucking possible way on earth they are working alone. To get away with it, for as long as what he got away with it, yeah, and going back over that, Ian Watkins... Do people think that he was working alone? Come on, man. Like, it's like, you just got to put two and two together. And I'm not a court of law, so I don't have to have solid proof, because there is no solid proof. There is no solid proof. You can just go by on what you know, and I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm not saying to you that what I'm saying is 100% true, because I don't know. But you start to see the patterns. Yeah, and even with Ian Watkins, yeah, from the Lost Prophets, he was put in prison in 2012. But from 2008, they knew what he was doing of. And he was just given a passport to do it. Do what you want. Do what you want. And it's just a joke. And I mean, even over it, like Jimmy Savile, do you think he didn't know the fucking porter in Great Ormond Street? The porter's got all the keys to all the doors. He'd been there 35 years. Yeah? Like... It just defies belief. And even Jimmy Savile, you think he was working alone. No, he wasn't. Yeah, Jonathan King, he was supplier for young boys. No, 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 no. You think he worked alone? And if you think that, then you're. I, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it because where these people are an elite, like they're like they're just one big club, and it don't matter whether you're black. It don't matter, you know. When it comes to them sort of higher up things, them sort of things don't matter. Yeah, them sort of things don't matter. But one thing I know, if you're a procurer of young children, you're just protected. Like, look at Camilla Batman Jelly. Yeah, look at her. Now, there is not one person that can say to me that this woman is a good woman, she's a persecuted woman, she's a fucking child trafficker. There is no two ways about that. And also, did you know that she's from the same house, the House of Khan? Yeah, the House of Khan comes out of Iran. Yeah, and you've also got Agar Khan. Who I'm not too sure whether he's linked with what's our mayor, the Sadiq Khan. But it don't take you know, a rocket scientist to work out that they're one's extremely rich with his own island called Bell Island, which is in the same vicinity of Little St James, Water Island. You know, it's exactly the same vicinity with Richard Branson's island. It's just, why does anybody need their own island? Like, why would you need your own island? You know, there's enough places in the world where you can go off and be nice and secluded. And you know, like, but no, they need their own islands. Which then, if they own the water space, they have water space around each island or whatever it is. If they own that, it then becomes its own sovereign country. Yeah, which I'm not sure a lot of people know. Disney World Florida and Disney World Paris are countries within countries. That's why you can only use Disney money. You know, they have their own police force. They have their own laws. They have their own, and I'll tell you what frightens you: the amount of nonces that have been actually, like, they've been convicted of being a nonce, come out and got a job in Disney World. Yeah, the Disney vice president, which was so hushed up, it's ridiculous. But the Disney vice president, who'd been vice president for over 35 years, he got done for, I think it was a girl, she was definitely under 10, and he got 7 years, I think. But that's the vice president of Disney World. So if you got the vice president bang at it, it filters down. It's not something that grows from the ground upwards. It filters down. And I think 33 of them got arrested last year. And that was 33 convicted paedophiles. So, yeah, not going to lie. Not going to be going there anytime soon. But actually, CIA in the Disney World in Orlando was it was built with the CIA purchased all the marshland around it, and it was built with the CIA. Now, I don't have to tell you about CIA. They don't build things for people's amusement. They don't build things for people's fun. Yeah, they build things that destroy. What do you think the CIA did? Built a place, the happiest place in the world? Really? That and I believe that Disney World was built with MK Ultra. Like that would have been the main purpose of it. And that MK Ultra, that is so I believe, like, I mean, the greatest thing they did was convince people that did not exist. Yeah, and it is so prevalent in every single, like, it's at the core of a lot of stuff. They've just been allowed to just. I mean, even now, there's people who could be watching this that don't believe in the MK Ultra, the Monarch mind control, and that for me is just like wow, because when you realise that Monarch programming is real, you see it everywhere. And I'll give you a very, very, very early example, yeah, because it really kicked off in the 1950s, and it's just got worse and worse and worse since. But one of the earliest, I don't know if any of you know of Simon and Garfunkel. I think most of you would have heard of Simon and Garfunkel. Well, I'll tell you, go onto YouTube and put in Simon and Garfunkel Sound of Silence. Yeah, and you listen to the lyrics, but look at Art Garfunkel, look in his eyes, and then look in Paul Simon's eyes, and you'll get where me and Brian was, it's in the eyes. All of their tunes were about, but the Sound of Silence is so about MK Ultra when he says, hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk to you. And then he says, when the neon light splits the night, that's the electric shock treatment. And you know, the lyrics, when you listen to the lyrics, you'll understand what I mean. Yeah, that is a classic case of a handler and a subject. Paul Simon was fucked. Paul Simon, even in his song Lie to Lie, he said, when I was a young boy in the company of strangers. On my life, if you listen to the lyrics of their songs, because Paul Simon wrote most of the songs, they're heartbreaking. Do you know what? There's something about that really, every time I see Paul Simon, it makes me want to cry. Makes me want to cry. Because he would have been one of the earlier MK Ultra, one of the earlier ones, and that was solely trauma-based mind control, which the original, it comes out of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. How to induce trauma mind control, and it's not just like they do it in NASA installations, virtual reality. They'll use anything, but it's bad. It's really bad. But I'm led to believe now that they've moved on to some harmonics, and that's why they need. I mean, I think every child now who's in the industry has been born into this. I mean, look how long they've had to practice their craft, unhindered, unchallenged. Even now, people don't believe it's true. And you know, I don't know whether we're waking anybody up. I hope so, and I really hope that I've, you know, with my docs and with my lives and, you know, with everything, I've at least made people question a few things. That's really important to me, and that's what I'm here to do. Is to, you know, question the narrative. I know I got caught up with the Sharon Gale thing. That was, you know, I got caught up and that was a bit silly. Although I don't take back anything I fucking said. Like, no, I don't take back anything. But it kind of distracted me for a little while. But other than that, what I set out to do, yeah, and what I'm going to continue to do is just to push the boundaries and make people start to think, hang on a minute. Because once it's been said to you, even if you don't believe it, you'll start to see it. And once you see, you can't unsee. And I can tell you right now, once you because the Monarch programming, which is a sub project of MK Ultra, which the Phoenix program in Vietnam, the Phoenix program was the start of the super soldier. You know, and that's why they had all them serial killers in America. We had a couple, but nothing compared to what America had in the 80s. I mean, there were serial killers coming up. Well, they was out of the Phoenix program in Vietnam. And the Phoenix program was basically creating super soldiers. And the benefits of doing that, Miss, what are you doing? Stop. But the benefits of doing that was like, you know, they can make people stand still for hours and hours on end, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know whether it started off bad, but yeah, well, it must have done, because it had Aquino in it from the day one, and that Gittinger guy. And they certainly weren't doing things for the good of humanity, I can assure you of that. Michael Aquino's only just died. Ronnie, stop it! Sorry, he's being such a jar. Leave your mum alone. My beaten dog. He's such a little shit. Go away. Go away. Oh, he's done as he's told for once. Don't normally do that. But the Phoenix program, that was just MK Ultra. And then when they had these psychopaths, they would use them in Vietnam to do the most appalling atrocities. But when the war finished, what do you think they did? Stopped? No. And the massive serial killers in America in the 80s was due to the fallout of the fucking Vietnam Phoenix program. Richard Ramirez, Jeffrey Dahmer, that corporal guy, that high up guy, they were just all, and most serial killers, not going to lie, have been in the military at some fucking point. So that's not a good look, is it, really? Fucking hell. But, yeah, so talking about military, our royal family, I mean, what a fucking joke they are. Sorry to flip, but my God, it gets worse and worse and worse. And when the Queen dies, I don't know what's going to happen. There's no way Charles can sit on that throne. Not with a Jimmy Savile turn that. And even though, I mean, for me, I've known about that for ages. But people like normal people, they don't actually know. They don't know about Charles's friendship with Jimmy Savile, or Bishop Ball for that matter. And it's like, whoa. The media is a very, very, very powerful tool. Right about now, me and Brian, the public enemy's #1, I think we are at the moment. Jesus Christ. But I don't know what I've done to my computer, so I haven't been posting anything lately on Facebook because I can't even get into my Facebook. The only reason it's gone out live is because I pressed the OBS button. And because Brian had already put it in, you know, like programmed it in, it's come up live, but I can't get into any of my accounts. Even my BitChute I can't get into at the moment, which is devastating me, because people, if you haven't subscribed to my BitChute channel, go and subscribe. Like, when I say there is so much stuff on there, I mean, I've got at least another 2 weeks grace before people watch all of them, because there's so many docs up there. Ones that I can't put up on Facebook. Someone messaged me earlier on saying they put a video of mine up, and he put a video of mine up yesterday and got a warning today, and I'm like, what? What the fuck is that about? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what are Facebook's community fucking standards? Like, I'm not going to lie, there's fucking nonce sites out there that ain't been taken down. It's and they're taking me down. Well, I'm just someone sitting in my house in South East London, just saying what I think. Like, and it's becoming such a problem for them. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't understand it, but hey ho. But the more they try and make me a problem, the more they make people interested. That's how I look at it. Yeah. So for my YouTube channel, the only one that I can post up on is what this one's going out to live. I think I've got about 42 subscribers on that. But my other channel I can't get into. But I'm going to take my computer down to Brian's and he's going to try and sort it out for me. Now, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, nothing really. It's just me having a little rant, and I was just testing it. Do you know what, people? I have no idea whether I'm live or whether I'm not live. I hope to God I am, because otherwise I'm just chatting to myself. How long have I been on there for? 27 and 1 minute. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Thought I'd only been on fucking 10 minutes. But, yeah, I just thought I'd check in with everyone, make sure everything was all right. But that's the reason why I haven't been going live or anything, because I didn't even know that the OBS worked. It's only in the past couple of days I've realised that works. So thank you, Brian, because I'd be fucked otherwise. But if it's not going out, then I'm fucked with that, really, anyway, ain't I? So yeah, well, it's been nice. Hang on, how long have I been on for? 27 minutes 01. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, no, 37 minutes and 24. So, yeah, I hope I've been coming out live, people. But, yeah, hopefully I'll get this computer sorted in the next week. So just hang tight with me. I haven't gone anywhere. And there's nothing on earth that will make me go anywhere. It's just that, obviously, I still ain't got a clue how to use this computer. I just know what I need to do, and then once something goes out of sync, I'm like, I'm fucked. Brian! But, yeah. But good to have you back, Bri. Anyway, that's for sure. Because, you know what? I know you think, I think I'll wake up one day and my YouTube channel... My YouTube channel will be down, right? That I can handle. But my Facebooks and shit like that, like it really gets to you. Yeah? And especially with them stopping my benefits for 6 weeks. Can you imagine, like, how hard that was? You know, it's... But, you know, you sometimes think, oh, is it worth it? But then... I'll get lost in... I've been watching The Spanish Princess, The White Princess, The White Queen. I've been listening to me audio books. I just lost it for a little while, I think. But I'll never go away. I'm never going to go away. I'm always going to just saying. I'm always going to be just saying. That's without a shadow of a doubt. I'm the fucking queen of just saying. Not thinking I am the queen at that. And anyone who knows me will tell you that. I always say what I think. But no, I lost myself for a little while, because it does get to you. And it does, you know, it sometimes you've just got to break from it, you know, because it's just everywhere. I mean, when I watched that ballet dancing thing, I was just like, oh my God, I've never even thought about ballet dancers, but they're just like the supermodels. They double up as prostitutes. Yeah, they have to be escorts. You know, they don't just like, I just thought that they leaped on stage and they'd be. I know it sounds really silly, but I never ballet dancing never come into my equation. But hey ho, if anyone wants to watch it, it's called Flesh and Bone. It's on Amazon Prime, and I'd be interested to know what you think actually, because it was so weird. But you know, one of them things that you have to watch till the end because you don't know what the fuck's going to go on. She was self-harming. Oh, it would, and the people, if like that was based on truth, which I'm pretty sure it was, because it does make sense. Because these nonsense people, they are everywhere. Oi! Ronnie! Like these nonsense, they're everywhere. There is no, and let's face it, people. Gymnastics, athletics, they're fucking everywhere in every single. But you've got cleaners, you've got fucking, because they have all the keys. Yeah, caretakers, like every single, and I'm not saying that they do it to every child, but they know what people they're picking, they know what sort of kids they're going for, they know their craft well, and they'd be, you know what, for me, I was in Centrepoint, and I was in Centrepoint at a time when you used to have to queue up at St Anne's, the St Anne's Church in like by Soho. It was in Shaftesbury Avenue, and you used to have to queue up there before 8 o'clock, yeah, to get a bed. And they helped me. They actually helped me get my first flat. I ain't got no qualms with Centrepoint, but the thing is I've met like loads of other girls that have been through that Centrepoint, and they haven't been as lucky as me. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I think I've always been outspoken. And if anyone would have touched me, man, I'd have been screaming from the fucking rooftops. There's no two ways about that. But I don't think that there was people who, because I did still have my parents that cared. So I wasn't thrown in care and no one gave a shit about me. I did still have my parents. So I was lucky in that respect, but there was a lot of other girls who wasn't as lucky. And most of the girls who worked in Soho actually come out of the same Centrepoint, and yeah, it did. Most of them they got abused. I was in Intake in King's Cross. I was in Melanie Klein House. I was put in there when I was 14. I was one of the first ever girls to get put into me. It was brand spanking new when I moved in there. I was there for 2 years and I didn't have a clue. Did not have a clue what was going on under my nose. I was in Cumberlow Lodge, which was in Chalfont Road, South Norwood. That was rife with sexual abuse. But again, I had more of an idea at Cumberlow Lodge that there was something going on with the caretaker and the guy, I can't even remember his name now. The girls giving them blowjobs. You heard things there. Melanie Klein, nothing. Apps didn't hear a dicky bird. So that was that was nuts. But I sailed through. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel a bit bad now because obviously, like, I was just thinking I was having a fucking wicked time. And to be honest, when you got put in care, it was a license to do what you fucking wanted to do. Even if you got nicked by the police, it'd be like, oh yeah, they're in care. Like, and you know, you never really got charged, or you never really got, mind you, I did in the end. But it gives you a license to do what you want to do, and anyone in care will tell you that. Anyone who's been in care will know that's the one benefit of being in care anyway. You've got a license to do what you wanted to do. But yeah, I wouldn't even say that. That was the wrong word, really, wasn't it? That was a bit stupid of me to say that. I don't know why I fucking said that. Um, but it does. You know, they've, oh, they're in care, don't bother. We expect that off them. That's the kind of attitude. So I kind of like sailed through, really. Yeah, it's just mad. But I feel like I'm exactly where I need to be right now. Oh, I thought something. Yeah, I'm exactly where I need to be right now, and I'm not going anywhere. So, you know, just and yeah, I hope that people carry on listening to me. But I will be back into my BitChute channel by next week, without a shadow of doubt. I've got to get back into my channels, but I've also got loads and loads and loads of docs to be putting up now. I've been going through BitChute. I've logged into my friend's account. That's how it, and I've managed to I've got about 6-7 docs that I need to be putting up, which are fucking banging. They are really good docs. So yeah. So when I'll be signed back in by next week, hopefully, and if not, I'll just start again. I mean, I'm the queen of restarting. I'm the queen of that. Do you know what though? Adding up, I would have had over 4,500 subscribers by now if they'd just left me alone. Yeah, if they'd just left me alone and let me do my shit. Yeah, I would have had over 4,500 subscribers. That's nuts to me, but like I said, I'll keep going even if I've got 1 subscriber or 2 subscribers, I'll still keep going, me. So when people like message me saying, "Oh, what are you giving up?" No, I haven't given up at all. I just needed to take a bit of a break. And the thing is if I haven't got nothing to say, I think, well, I'm not going to come on here and just talk about my day, because to be quite honest, my life is so fucking boring. You would never believe. It is really boring. So I'm not going to do a Sharon Gow and sit there and talk about my day and what happened to me today and blah 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 blah. That's not me. I just ran out of a few. I just ran out of a few things to say. That was all. But like I said, always getting back up, getting back on the horse, as they say. Yeah, coming up Halloween, not the best time of year. And do you know what? It just astounds me. How the fuck did Halloween end up becoming like a massive holiday over here? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And and another thing, bonfire night. Yeah, they try to make out that it's to do with Guy Fawkes. Yeah. Now I don't know whether Guy Fawkes was a ruse, just to think, because the bonfire night, it wasn't bonfire night, it was bonefire night, and you can go and look that up. And it was when they'd done all their human sacrifices over the Halloween period. They would then melt the bones in a bonfire and make sculptures out of it and shit like that. He said, and do you know what? No matter, like, if I try and tell that to somebody, like, I tried to last week actually, and they was like, no, Guy Fawkes is an actual historical figure. It's about, and I'm just thinking like, no, God, no, no, he ain't. And Halloween it's not a good time. It's just not a good time. And you know, I understand. I do and I don't. I understand if you've got children, the pressures. So if you have got children, I suppose if they don't celebrate Halloween, they're the outcasts. I mean, it's a minefield, that is, but nothing on earth would make me go and celebrate Halloween. I've been invited to about 3 different Halloween parties. I'm like, no. No, because I can't get out of my head what it's really about, what it really celebrates. It is, and once I've got something in my head, that's it. I'll stick to my guns no matter what. Not not even people close to me can make me celebrate Halloween, and I'm weird because I don't celebrate Halloween. I got told I'm weird. But no, it is, yeah, it is what it is. But I just can't get out of my head what it does celebrate, and it's nothing good, nothing. Even Christmas is a bit dodgy, but do you know what? I've had to put that aside because I love Christmas. Not gonna lie, I actually love Christmas, and yeah, I do know it was the festival of the Saturnalia, which is a old Roman pagan thing. But yeah, even the idea of Father Christmas now, when I think about it, you just think, well, we spend all our lives telling our children, stay away from strangers, don't take anything off of strangers, yeah, and we expect them to believe that one day a year an old man comes down the chimney, creeps into their bedrooms, and leaves presents at the foot of their bed. It's yeah, it's but really, when you think about it, it's a mild form of grooming, really. But you know, I'm not going to ruin Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm a Christmas person. I absolutely love Christmas. The lights, the atmosphere. It's pretty bad washout last year. But yeah, so it's coming up to that. But after Halloween, it's, well, Halloween bonfire night, and I don't know, like, yeah, people really, really, really need to start looking at the origins of Halloween, because even the apple bobbing, you know, with the apples, when they have the apples in the bowl, yeah. Well, the origins of that, where it was a mixture of sulfuric acid and so it would melt the faces. Oh, it's vile, absolute vile, and you're just like, oh fuck. But obviously, well, I've looked into it a lot, because when I first started this, everyone knows that I was with John Wedger, who was pushing the Satanists thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know a lot about Satanists that back then, not at all. Didn't know nothing actually. Never heard of satanic ritual abuse, but obviously I started looking into it then, and even though it's not as bad as like that Jeanette Archer, John, I have no fucking idea about. But it was like around every corner there was a fucking hooded figure. I don't believe it was as bad as they say it was, but it's really bad. And as for this satanic ritual abuse, I believe most of them are psychopaths in robes. You know, if you're a child abuser and someone tells you to put on this robe and you can do anything you want to a child, they're going to put that robe on, chant a few words, ayo, happy days. So I don't believe it's as widespread as what they make out it is. But I do believe in satanic ritual abuse without a shadow of a doubt, and I believe that the god of this world is Satan. That much because I see more of his work than what I see of God's work. I can tell you that much. So, oh God, I've been on for 53 minutes. Well, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. But as ever, thanks for listening. And I will be in touch with you as soon as my accounts are sorted out. All right.